search KOHAI Esports. My name is SirCloud together with Fox on the desk.
Exactly. So today we will also stay tuned for our grand finals giveaway of Mobile Legends Diamonds. How to join us? By comment in the live chat hashtag KOHAI_C_championship during the match with Facebook, TikTok, and also YouTube. So don't forget, guys, to join in the fun as we immediately get into the draft. But don't forget of our sponsors of this championship. Once again, thank you to our organizer KOHAI Esports, official second-hand specialist Com Asia, partnering in Phoenix, apparel and merchandise partner TNTco.co, official digital telco YOODO, official tea partner Boti. And this championship is also powered by MPO Malaysia and Singapore, supported by Kementerian Belia dan Sukan and Rakan Muda, and finally our strategic partner GameSmart Esports. Without further ado, let's get into the draft.
Well, my first thought is that thank goodness they pick a Minotaur as a roam. Okay, done. Minotaur, roam, okay, that fixed a lot of the issues from the previous round. And of course, they got a big bonus, which is the Valentina falls back to the hands of Izanami since they have the first pick, obviously. Now we are already at the second ban phase, so the Palman is being picked up. The only thing is that they didn't really have a strong answer to the Palman, but that was also during when they didn't have Izanami or the Valentina. So just putting it out there.
Yeah, exactly. So now they have all the comfort picks here. And I'm just going to look forward to how they're going to tackle on this draft. YOODO Red Giants, though, they have the Rafaela, and it's been how long since I like to see Yums play the Rafaela? But yeah, it is actually one of the favorite hero that Yums used to play with. So this is one of the good hero that I'll be seeing some more fast rotation. You don't have a Matilda, no problem. I still have the Rafaela to speed up my movement speed against my team fight against the opponents.
Yeah, and with that, coupled with a Bauman, that is definitely pretty nice. You can definitely sustain all those beefier heroes together with you, allowing like the Bauman to get the objective better. But now we can see the Khalid being better as well. Repo was very good with it. They still need to fill in an XP laner, so you don't want to deal with Repo's Khalid, which is very engaging and also self-sustainable as well. But there's also other options for Repo. He can play the Tamus, which is also very self-sustainable, very tanky as well. Lilia out of the game. So other options for YOODO Red Giants, it could be, well, if they want to go for a mid Lunox, they have played that before. Novara as well, they have played that before. So those are the few options.
Unless this time round I want to play a henched Faramis into YOODO Red Giants. You go over 50-50, you fight with the Netherrealm for both sides. Let's see if you can do this. I'll be paying my great respect to you, YOODO Red Giants. You have the more sustainability, but also trade off with a little bit of damage. So I kind of want to see on how YOODO Red Giants, what's the pick. I think it's going to be a Faramis in this composition, which they still want to hold it. The Tamus instead into the pick.
Yeah, they're reducing the options of Repo here by taking out the Tamus. So, but Repo, he is flexible enough, right? You have a good amount of options for him. You can also play the Lapu Lapu, that is quite damaging as well, to kind of try to fight the 50-50 with the Tamus on the lane. If it does go with the Arlot XP, then I worry that the lane might be lost. So other options could be a Paquito. At least he has like mobility, he can move around the map faster, and he can go for split pushing. Paquito is bad.
Yeah, so I think the only option I think will be Terizla though. They're forcing in this thing. They're forcing in this hero alongside with Baxia. We have seen a long time while we didn't see this hero, but normally we do see that how Tamus is going to pressure Terizla in the laning phase, which I feel like this Terizla pick is going to have only one thing to do, is to set up fights. And that is when it's our team fights, you have the rest of it to follow up, then YOODO Red Giants could be having some problems. So I think this time round, It's either for Faramis to actually cover up them, because I don't think this is going to be a Lunox into this pick unless they want to force spin it. I find that it's time for you guys to have some more coverage, but instead of it, Gore enters into the mid lane for a true damage poking burst.
So the only thing here is that for YOODO Red Giants, they don't have a high mobility sort of hero, and I'm going to give high five to my buddy Rosho on the other side. But the point here is that they have 3 tanks on the side of YOODO, on the side of RSG. So I can expect a lot of zoning to happen, and for YOODO Red Giants to have difficulty going to the back line. I feel that there's going to be a lot of free hits coming soon.
Yep, it's going to be more free hits coming soon. But judging onto this draft, I feel like I'm gonna give a little props to RSG MY. I'm gonna see that how they were able to pressure in terms of how the fixed mobility from YOODO Red Giants over here. I feel like this time round they're kind of gonna go all in into go onto play a hench into throwing huge team fights onto YOODO Red Giants and punish them over. But we would like to see, will that even happen? Into the land of dawn we go. RSG on the blue side and YOODO Red Giants on the red side.
Here we go. Very different strategy as compared to the previous round from RSG, and it picks a lot of gaps from what we saw from the previous round. Now Storm, he will be more comfortable playing a Minotaur, and let's not forget as well, his Minotaur was banned out multiple times. So this is one of the rare times that he got the chance to play it. Izanami back with the Valentina, of course, a very comfort hero for him. And as a Valentina, he can steal away. There are interesting spells to steal, right? Interesting outs to steal. You can steal Yum's spell, you can steal ZQT as well. These two could be the top ones.
Yep, exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to claim this redemption code KXFVTOJQF. This will be the redemption code for you to redeem the in-game reward. So don't forget to get it. But speaking of which, now player 1 gets a solo kill up top. Lawless takes scores a goal, and that will be the first blood to RSG MY.
Well, back to their good start here, getting that first blood, just like how they've done in the past early few rounds, I must say. So here we go. RSG, they are game on now. They have it in plan. 25 more seconds before the turtle comes up, and that will be the test to see how will they deal with the bomber from Sky.
Yep, they will like to see how they would like to be able to deal with the impacts here. But here, we'll be seeing that how player 2 is gonna be. He finds it quite hard to initiate in a turtle fight over here. So this time round, I think that YOODO Red Giants is going to be having some hard time in terms of the turtle fight, which at this point the turtle has been spawned, brought to you by Com Asia. As usual, Sakai's with a cycle sweep was doing into the action, and there goes with a little counter copied by Izanami, and now here comes the penalty zone and the
Sky
as well. Sakai has been bursted out with a lot of crowd control into his face. The Mindo has already knocked up Gore. ZQT is a bit low, forcing on the flicker, and they chose to back away, invade through more jungle.
I also want to point out that RCMY, they have the Minotaur and the Terizla combo. So you're talking about 2 AoE lockdowns back to back. If they can land it nicely onto like a big group of YOODO Red Giants, it will be super duper deadly. And then obviously you have Lawless with the free hit from afar. This composition I am liking.
Yep, it's gonna be liking it. They're just going to go all in and pushing every single. Whoa! I just love the steal. But is that how they're able to throw in fights and just punish when they actually stick onto the position, causing them not to move. You're unable to deal some damage because you're technically a very is that called static hero? Because you're gonna be static and dealing your damage, so that will be just your play over here. So with that all-in situation from Repo and Stormsky, YOODO Red Giants are going to find some hard time to deal damage and goes on to their rampage.
Exactly, that is what we also discussed, right? Like they don't have a hero who is able to go all the way to the back line. So for example, like a jungler assassin, for example, or they don't even have a Matilda who can fly behind as well just to disrupt, or they don't have a user who can use the Black Dragon form to also disrupt. So I can see that they're gonna have a hard time to try to catch Lawless. That's number one, and also Izanami, because Izanami is also very slick with his movements.
Yep, he's pretty as usual, the Valentina prodigy. With a sidestep every time, he was able to make some great escapes and great movements. So, whoa. Here comes the river flows as now they go onto the turtle once more, brought to you by Com Asia, as both teams once again contest for this turtle over here. As YOODO Red Giants finds again a tough spot to fight for this jungle, and RSG and Y are just gonna keep the full control against the turtle area. Sakai finds no space to find it, and now the penalty zone comes in. Executed with hot. Once again, the biggest blade spent to get out of the way. Sakai's been limited HP left, and he goes all in. And once again, Izanami tie these all up. Yumski cannot make a play.
And Skies cannot make a play as well because he is taken down for the second time as they challenge for the Lord. Now in the mid lane, looks like a little bit of a trade back. Storm will be taken out instead. Player 1 very low on health. Renogo wants to go in, but Zacuity is there.
Zacuity is there to try to clean things up, but at the rate of one turn.
Oh!
Wow! What is player 2 doing? What
Um,
happened back then?
Dancing with Repo underneath the turret with no minions. Okay, not too sure about that. Maybe there was minions. Okay, maybe there was minions, but when the camera pan over, the minions aren't there.
Oh, yep. I mean, this is not Gala's dance night, so you are not supposed to dance under the turret. But, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget we have the KOHAI's end of year giveaway. This is still happening on now until 31st January. By following our steps and win fantastic prize, we'll be giving out the iPhone 12 and also the Homeboys M5 jersey and 300 TNT code voucher, and finally the MLBB diamonds. So don't forget to join the giveaway now before anyone else sees the chance.
Oh yes. Better do it fast. I know it's until 31st of January, but well, you never know. Sometimes you forget, right? So do it right now so you don't forget. Now, we're on to Skies. Skies at the forefront, opening up the space just to get information. And I also understand why he's doing that, because it's about 10 more seconds before the next objective comes up. They try to win back the space first this time, because before this, RKNY, they won the space first, and YOODO just had a really hard time going in.
Yup, so this time round, YOODO cannot actually force a fight, because RSG are going to just punish every single moment. So the only matters is that how RSG is going to make a little bit mistake that maybe YOODO was able to utilize his figure, which this is one thing I'm very worried as player 2 steps in the middle of this mistake, does overtraining recall, penalties on the 3 person, as now here comes the fight as well. Window scoring that has been denied portion of the Lakers as well, as player 1, the amount of damage is down, Azon.
Oh, here we go!
Sakai as well, it's almost going down, but he still managed to survive, as now also the trade on Yumski and Lawless are gonna clean things up in the mid lane.
You have penalty zone not enough. You want more follow-up. You have the Minoan's Fury, and somebody gets away. You got Renogo to chase. I mean, the setup, the 3-tag setup is just solid by RSG, and why YOODO Red Giants again has no answer, and at the same time, they lost the main objective as well.
Yes, and we lost objectives as well. This is one thing that I really don't like, is this fight coming in from both sides. I mean, sorry, from YOODO Red Giants. When you don't have the CC, you have to be really patient into make someone to force out a mistake. Then only they can come in, because they have technically no CCs. Repo has a setup, Stormski has a setup, Venogo as well. So somehow YOODO Red Giants, they should avoid those unnecessary fights before they can ever put more chance into this fight as well.
Izanami spots out the backline Skies, but he is kind of tanky. Izanami will not go all in onto him. But now Sky tries to defend the air, clears out the minion, and it is a-okay for now. But look at the bottom lane. Player 1 is pushing, gets the bottom turret.
Okay, we have the bottom turret, but instead he's got caught by 2 members over there. He's going 1v2. Of course, he's a marksman. What can you expect? He pays down his life over to the jungler and the fighter. As now the Lord and Spawn, RSG are up to take it.
Oof. Okay, RSG. Okay, again, another chance for YOODO Red Giants now. But this time around, I guess they start to realize that, okay, we can't really go in. We can, but it's still very hard, so they're going to let this one go. Instead, they're going to go for the purple buff. But now RSG and Y sees them. They're going to go for the purple buff instead. They're going to stop YOODO Red Giants from getting it. Purple buff now, anytime could be taken away. And Skies is going to secure it just because he does still have the retribution.
A small thing to console himself for a while, because there's nothing that he can gain for this time around. RSG are looking to with strong with all the setups they have obtained. They can throw the fights. They can throw all in. This is the one thing they can do. And as I talked earlier, they have the solution to deal against a Bowman by throwing all crowd controls and throw heavy setups onto this jungler. It is pretty much GG for Bowman. So basically, they are working the strategy happen. And now Mystic Gun and the penalty zone. Minoa's Fury, a perfect setup by RSG. Why would they able to end this once and for all? So guys cannot land any damage at all. Double kill over Lolius. This is a combo that we've seen before. It is a very deadly one. Lolius cleans up everything. It is a wipeout for RSG and Y. And they're looking forward to game number 3, and now this will be it, a match point for RSG Malaysia.
And that's what we did talk about, right? You have the penalty zone, you have the Minoa's Fury, straight up combo, both of them come in back to back, and that's what we saw towards the end, especially when YOODO Red Giants grouped up together. That is opportunity for them. Well, let's check out the best moments from the previous round, brought to you by KOHAI.
Now, we've been seeing that how they were able to go all in with the amount of setups and power that they have compared to basically nothing. I mean, basically no setups at all from YOODO Red Giants. He wasn't really able to throw out anything that can go in return. He can just witness his teammates letting go by the penalty zone, by the Minoa's Fury. Although yes, there are a lot of times that player 1 was trying to make some moments, but he's a marksman. He really needs to take a little bit of what is it called? Positioning here happens. So here comes the fight, where every fight from RSG MY is really strong. You have the Minoa's Fury that actually goes into further, and you have the Vinogo that tops it up to be the sandbag. They're nothing to fear. They can just go all in. And you have the sandbag that tops it up every day. And this is the Minoa's Fury and the penalty zone combo, which is absolutely perfect. Kudos to RSG MY once again relieve this combo in the Land of Dawn.
Yeah, it was the opportunity was also given to them during the drafting phase. And this is the score, 12-1. YOODO Red Giants only got one. Who was the one that fell? Oh, it's Stormski. Okay, there you go. So, I mean, to me, it is really about the drafting, right? The drafting, I know that the Bowman idea is great. We've seen it time and time again. But the 3-tank system, if you don't have someone who can go onto the backline, then, well, that's your answer.
Yeah, that's the answer. Now, you always like being... I have the support, no problem. But here comes the MVP. The king of taunting today makes his own statement. Charizla by Repo 209. No deaths. He just go all in. He doesn't care that he wasted on the flicker, as he's tanky over here with the Anti-Curious, Dominant Size, and the Radiant Armor. He was able to throw in every single fight and follow up by everyone by the RSG MY player. So kudos to Repo's setup. He made it nearly